Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and I can't believe it's Sunday again already. Okay, so you will need a pencil, an eraser, a pencil sharpener and some paper of some sort. I'm just using copy paper. And for my pencil this week, I'm just using an HB. We're going to be drawing a hand, your hand, this week. So move your hand around until you find a shape that you feel you'd like to draw. And then start drawing it. Now, drawing your hand, you will find it's more difficult than drawing something that is totally inanimate, like a cup or a book or something, because your hand will get tired and you will have to keep moving it. So you just have to think about that and try to remember the pose that you have chosen for your hand. Now what you want to do is to get the basic outline, as always, of your hand and think about how one bit relates to another. What you are seeing and what I'm drawing, as always, is slightly different because I find it nigh on impossible to draw using the tiny screen on my camera. So it's just too small. So I have to draw what I see from sitting down, and that is a different viewpoint to the one that you will see. So that's why it looks slightly different for you as opposed to what I'm drawing. Now, with hands, like I said last week, angles are really important, and if you can try and match the angles, that will really help you. As you can see, I can see a lot more of the palm of my hand than you can. And the bracelets just kind of add a little bit of interest to the drawing, and so do rings or anything like that. Or a cuff, if you've got a pretty cuff. Or you could draw your hand holding something. Pencil. Or if you have good willpower, a piece of chocolate or a cookie. Now, over the years, I have ended up with quite a few portraits of my left hand because I am right-handed. So what I did think might be quite interesting to do this week is to do a portrait of my right hand, which of course means drawing it with my left hand. So I don't know how I'll get on with that, but stick around and you'll see. Okay, so I am carrying on trying to refine the bracelets, trying to refine my drawing, and I'm only going to do a little bit of shading this week on this one, because I think for hands it's more important to get the shapes correct rather than bothering with the shading. So this is just a sketch. So here's a close-up of the bracelets, trying to show you more detail. Now they did keep moving. They were quite a pain to draw because every time I moved my hand, of course, bracelets were in a different position. So I had to kind of guess a little bit. Would have been easier if I'd just had one bracelet, but I never like to make things easy for myself. My hand got actually quite cold doing this, and I think it's because last year I dislocated and fractured my ring finger, and I'm still kind of suffering. I had to have my rings cut off, so can't fit my engagement ring on my finger at all anymore, and I'm waiting to see if the swelling goes down at all as to whether I will get a proper new wedding ring and also get my engagement ring made larger. But But my physiotherapist was fantastic, and I had physio for nigh on over a year, and she was really good. Coming in and putting a little bit more detail into the bracelets. Trying to add some of the dark bits on the wider bracelet, which has a filigree type pattern on it. Coming in here on the palm and trying to get some of those many lines in. So now I'm going to try drawing my right hand using my left hand. And again, because of the damage to my finger on the left, my ring finger, I do have slight problems even with drawing with it, because it doesn't bend like it should. It's a long time since I've drawn with my left hand, so bear with me. It's a bit like, I think, when you first start to learn to write, you get really frustrated because your hand won't do what you want it to do, and it doesn't go in the place you want it to go. So you just have to bear with it and keep going. But this is a really good exercise to have a go at. And maybe it also gives me some appreciation of people who are just starting out learning to draw, because I can see your problems. But it is frustrating. I did want to put the pencil down and grab the pencil with my right hand and do a little bit more of the drawing to it when it wouldn't go right. This is a good exercise for you to have a go at. Draw anything. It doesn't have to be your hand, because hands are quite difficult things to draw. Just draw a shape or something with your left hand if you're right-handed, or your right hand if you're left-handed. And of course, the more you use it, the better you will become with it. And it's always a handy skill to have. Now here I am writing with my left hand. I'm always quite slow writing with my left hand, and it's quite spidery. And I think, again, I have quite a lot in common with kids who are just learning to write. So I do have an appreciation for that, but I managed it. In the end, I was quite pleased with the drawing that I did, so I felt quite pleased with myself. So I hope you've enjoyed this video and that you'll give a go to drawing with your wrong hand. And I'll see you next week. Stay safe, stay well, and please like, share, and hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. Thanks a lot. Bye.